YouTube, what's going on? So I'm back again with another reaction video. Let's jump into this video. I'm gonna chop it back with you guys real quick.
Y'all aren't gonna want to hear this, but listen to me. Get off the dating apps. I promise you, I'm gonna keep making these videos until I convince the majority of you to get off these apps. I might even turn it into a series. So why do you want to get off the dating apps? Multiple reasons, but here's just one of many. You have to understand that dating apps mostly appeal to a specific type of person, and that person is avoidant. And I say that because you have to think about what an avoidant person wants, right? They want to have multiple options. They want validation. They want to be able to engage with someone, and if they're not feeling it anymore, just completely disengage, right? Now, align that with why people don't like dating apps. They get ghosted, right? They match with people who don't want to move things forward. They match with people who are talking to probably 10 plus other people at the same time. What does that sound like? Dating apps are quite literally a manufactured environment for avoidant people. People who want to keep their options open. People who want to be validated by way of just matching with somebody. People who say that they want a long-term relationship or a real relationship and simultaneously fear it.
I agree with him on this one, actually. I'm a bit 80% to 20%. 80% why I agree with him, because majority of people that goes on dating app, and I'll say it like, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not even gonna front. I remember when I was like on my bachelor days, I was on a dating app. I made this promise to myself, right? I'm old school. I made this promise to myself. I said, if I go on a dating app, I am not looking for a wife on my dating app, right? Because I wouldn't want to be with someone, and let's say it was serious, and then somebody asks me, how do you guys met? And I have to break it down and say, I met her on Tinder, or I met her on Hinge, or I met them on Bumble, right? I feel like, to me, that's very soft, and that sounds so weak, because it looks like I couldn't go out there and hunt as a man for the woman that I truly want. So I made this, promise to myself, the dating app, any girl that I link in the dating app, I'm not going to take it seriously. That's the reason why I agree with him. That's the 80% reason why I agree with him. I was one of those dudes that was just there just for a smash, and I'll just, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and try and make it look like I was there to look for, I was there for a smash. And this is one of the reasons why I don't take dating apps seriously as well, because subconsciously, I think the woman that's in the dating app as well is also there for a smash, because we're living in a day and age where it's my body, my choice. And it's okay as well, because, feminist is at the peak level right now where females feel like they can do exactly what men do as well. So the dating app is a perfect opportunity to just get laid. Does that make sense? What he's saying is actually correct, because actually that's what the dating app is all about. People don't really like to be, moving in good faith, and the way people are operating now and then is a selfish type of way. Feel me? So he's right what he's saying. I'm not gonna dispute what he's saying.
Is the perfect environment for a person like that, and it is impossible to distinguish whether or not you're talking to a person like that via an app, because they're going to appear like a regular everyday person. Now, I'm not saying that everyone on a dating app falls into this category. No, there are some healthy individuals. But you know what? Here's the thing. Typically, the healthiest people on dating apps don't stay up there long, right? So if you see someone who just hopped on the app, you better strike while the iron is hot, because they're not going to stay long. Typically, a healthier person gets up there out of curiosity, sees a bunch of bullshit, and then quickly deletes. The people that you see up there time and time again, them be the ones. Them be the ones. So ultimately, I'm saying, if you want to waste your time, if you want to continue the frustration, if you want to continue the headache, stay on the apps.
I want to say this though. I'll push back on this, right? The good ones that go on a dating app, are they really good? Because you got to ask yourself this. One of the reasons why some people might go on a dating app and it might not work for them, because they might not be getting the same reception they thought they was going to get by going on the dating app at the first place. Because if you was really good, you probably wasn't getting that type of reception in real life. So you felt like you had to resolve to go into the dating app, and the reception you was getting at the dating app wasn't that great. So you had no purpose for you to stay on the dating app, because you're already used to not getting that reception that you wanted to get in real life. So I say this, yeah, because I do know someone that's actually been on a dating app and actually met a girl on a dating app. I don't know if they still together, but they, you know, I remember the first time he told me that, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even know you had a girlfriend. And I asked him the question, I was like, how did you guys meet? And he told me, yeah, we met in Tinder. And I looked at him because he looked at me because he knows how I'm about. Like, wow, he knows I have a very strong viewpoint on dating apps and what they are for, right? And he looked at me and like, yeah, but she's different. And then I was just like, okay, cool. I said, as long as you are happy, bro, it is what it is. They've been together for, I don't know how long. They're probably still together to now. And that was like 5 years ago. So I'm not saying it can't work because there's a lot of people that's very shy in terms of approaching someone. So they feel more confident in, you know, talking to someone online, right? I'm old school. I like to approach the female that I'm interested in. I like the memory to be, you know, authentic when we're talking about how we first met. I don't want to be talking about, you know, I saw your mother, let's say we have kids in the future. I don't want to be like, I saw your mother on the app, I thought she looked good and I swiped right. I feel like to me, that's very insecure. Like there's no confidence there. There's not like, I didn't hunt for my food. Does that make sense? It was like more of like a Uber Eats. You know, when everybody just goes on Uber Eats and COVID-19 and everyone's ordering Uber Eats. I felt like that's what that is. You know what I mean? You Ubered your relationship. You feel me? Or you Tindered your relationship, should I say. But what I'm basically saying is like, the dating app will only work if you're a type of person of age where, you know, you're in your 60s, you're in your 50s, you know, it's kind of hard for you to mingle out there in the streets like that to actually go find someone. That still shouldn't be an excuse because people's been doing it before the app was here. The dating app is more of a lazy way of approaching each other because you don't value each other because it was so easy for you to get the date or, you know, it was so easy for you to court this person. I don't value going to get a takeout because it's so easy for me to order the takeout than leave my house and go to the restaurant and actually sit down and eat the meal. I don't value that. So subconsciously, you're not going to value each other because you never worked hard for each other. It was easy to get. So the relationship doesn't have like a super glue hold because it's easy for you to say, you know what, it doesn't work, back on the app again. So, you know, some people might say, no, D, you're wrong. I met my missus on the dating app and we've been together for over 10 years, 15 years and whatnot. If it works for you, then yeah, win-win. And I want to know how many people that's been in a relationship for more than 5 years from your partner that you met on the dating app. Please leave that in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on that. I don't want to be stuck in my mindset thinking that it's not possible for people to actually find love on the dating app. But for me personally, when I was on the dating app, bro, I know what I was using that app for, right? So I know how it was like before the dating app was here. That's the reason why I never took it seriously. But there's some of you guys that's actually, you know, this was actually God sent for you guys to be able to, you know, partner up with someone. So I want to know how you guys feel about my opinion of how I look at the dating app. If you feel like you disagree, put that in the comment section. If you agree as well with what I'm talking about, also put that in the comment section, you know what I mean? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay blessed. Peace. Bow.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God made me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.